There was a scientist, who loved living around sea. He loved the view of sea, and something about beaches where you feel the fresh air coming, from the universe to you. I don't know about you personally, I feel the same. When I go to beaches, I feel very connected. I feel, like as if I'm close to Mother Nature in a very special way. So yeah, getting close to sea is a very powerful way for me to connect with nature. So this is one scientist, who lived near the sea, and that's how he preferred it because it helped him to become more creative. And he would solve obviously big, complicated problems and bring solutions to it and simplify it for the world to understand scientific discoveries. So once he was given a task which was very complicated for him, and just like any complication, it needs a good amount of pursuing it before it breaks down and becomes a simple solution. So he was doing his own experiments, but he was not getting results. So this was one of his best, strategies which he had in his life, that every time he felt very stuck, he would drop everything because he needed a new perspective to come back and work on that problem and create solutions. So he would take, a walk alongside the beach, So he dressed up because, it's a bit more chilly, windy outside. So, he wears his jacket, wears his, safety shoes, and gets out, from his house and is taking a tall, like a walk around the beach. Now he can see, far away, maybe, like a kilometer away, from him, in that seashore beach, there was a little boy, and he saw him, kind of bending down and then taking a few steps, and then running towards the sea and then, throwing something back into the sea. It just made him curious, He thought why that boy is doing that, and he saw him speed up, every time, he was going quickly back, then coming, throwing, and then quickly going back, then picking up, then throwing. He just became curious, what this boy is doing. And it looked like that he meant business, and it looked like he would carry on doing it in the way he was doing it. He waited for a good, amount of time, but the boy was continuously doing that. So anyways, he goes close to the, beach, and to his view, he sees, like thousands, maybe hundreds, of these starfish on the beaches, on the beach and everywhere, from this side to that far, to this side to that far. So, he was like surprised. And he couldn't help, but he stops the boy, and goes like, "Hey, young man." The boy looks up, goes like, "What?" He says, "What do you think, you're doing?" The boy looks up and says, "Don't you see? I'm saving starfish from dying." Yeah, sarcastic, like, I'm saving them from dying. Can't you see it? You're stupid or what? He didn't say that, but he says, I'm saving them. The scientist looks down and goes like, obviously, in complete utmost surprise, he goes like, and obviously, he looks around again one more time to give him an impression that what he means. He goes like, "Do you think, you can make a difference to the life of these starfish?" The boy, looks back at him. He already had a starfish in his hand. So he takes a few steps forward, throws the starfish back into the sea, and looks back at the scientist and goes like, "It made a difference to that one.